Happy winter solstice.
Welcome to Stargazers. I'm Dean Regas, astronomer from the Cincinnati Observatory.
And I'm James Albury, director of the Kika Silva Pla Planetarium in Gainesville, Florida. The winter solstice occurs on Monday, December 21st, and the sun will stop its southward migration and start heading north again.
Exactly, James. And this means that from this point forward, the days will be getting longer and longer.
Plus, we have a parade of perfectly positioned planets in the pre-dawn sky.
What are we talking about? Let's show you.
The changing seasons are caused by one thing, the 23.5-degree tilt of the Earth. As our planet rotates daily on its axis, we also revolve around the sun. But our rotational axis is tilted compared to our orbit around the sun, and we always keep this slanted view.
When we, in the northern hemisphere, are tilted most directly toward the sun, we soak up a lot of solar energy. That day is called the summer solstice, and it occurred on June 21st this year. At this point, the sun's rays shine most directly on the northern hemisphere. We get more energy per square inch, and thus it's hotter.
6 months later, the Earth has moved to the opposite side of the sun, yet we're still tilted in the same direction. Therefore, we in the northern hemisphere are now tilted away from the sun.
The sun's rays strike us at a low angle, thus spreading out the same energy over a larger area. Therefore, each square inch gets a lot less energy than in the summer. We call this the winter solstice, and that occurs on December 21st this year.
Alrighty, let's see how this looks from the surface of the Earth. Okay, we have our sky set to December 21st just before sunrise. Let's trace the path that the sun takes across the sky on this, the shortest day of the year. The sun will rise south of east and reach its highest point in the southern sky around noon. Then the sun will set south of west.
For most of the country, you'll get about 9 to 10 hours of daylight on this day. That also means you'll get 14 to 15 hours of darkness.
Let's compare this to the spring equinox. Next year, it'll be on March 19th. Now, let's trace the path that the sun takes on this day. The sun will rise due east, reach its highest point above the horizon, and then set due west.
Notice how the sun went higher in the sky than it did in December. The higher the sun, the more direct energy we get.
And look how much longer the sun was in the sky. 12 hours of daylight and 12 hours of darkness. Equal day, equal night. That's why they call it the equinox.
Now what about the summer solstice? Now our sky is set to June 20th, 2016, and we can watch the sun rise north of east, go very high in the south, and set north of west.
The sun went higher still in the sky, and the hours of daylight reach a whopping 14 to 15 hours for most of us in the US, with only 9 to 10 hours of darkness.
And all this is caused by the 23.5-degree tilt of the Earth.
Okay, we have our sky set for about an hour before sunrise any time this week. If you look high in the southern sky, you'll see the giant planet Jupiter among the stars of Leo the Lion.
To the east of Jupiter, look for the red planet Mars. It'll be fairly close to Spica, the brightest star in Virgo the Maiden.
Then, even further to the east, you'll see the dazzling planet Venus among the stars of Libra the Scales.
Lastly, you might, just might, catch a glimpse of the ringed planet Saturn as it makes its reappearance near the horizon in the constellation of Scorpius the Scorpion.
So, there you have it. On December 21st, watch this extreme southerly sunset.
And in 6 more months, it will reach the other extreme, northernmost sunset on the summer solstice on June 20th.
And check out the lineup of the planets before sunrise and soak up the solstice sun, because the longer days are on their way back.
And it's all there for you this week if you
keep looking up.